Hi everyone. This is an example of how you can multiply two complex numbers. You're given two complex numbers. The first one is 2 minus 3i in the first set of parentheses. The second one is 4 plus 5i in the second set of parentheses. Notice you have no symbol between the two sets of parentheses. This means that you are asked to multiply. Before I start showing you how to do it, I want you to remember that if you see the imaginary unit I being squared, this can and should be replaced with a -1. Let's start multiplying. To multiply these two complex numbers, you can use what we call FOIL, which stands for front, outer, inner, and last, or what I like to call double distributing. We will start with this 2, and we will take it and multiply it first by 4, and then by 5i. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 5i is positive 10i. This completes the first part of distributing. Now we have to do the second part. To do that, I will start at this -3i. I will multiply it by 4, and I will multiply it by 5i. -3i times 4 is -12i. -3i times 5i is -15i squared. We need to clean this up a little bit. To do that, I will first combine two imaginary parts, and I ended up getting in the middle, the 10i and the -12i. 10i and -12i will combine to a -2i. I will bring down the 8. These two will be a -2i. And I will also bring down my -15i squared. Now I want to remind you that I squared is -1. So I will replace this I squared with the -1. Here's what I'm going to have. Still have this 8. Still have the -2i. But in place of -15i squared, I now have the -15 times the -1 that I squared turned into. So altogether, the -15 times -1 is actually a positive 15. So this is what I have now. My 8, the -2i, and the positive 15. To complete this process, I will now combine the real parts, the 8 and the positive 15. So altogether, I now have a 23 minus the 2i.